Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to add a new character to your UMMORPG game. And the process is actually pretty simple. So here's where we're going to start. So I want to add this wizard guy to my game as a player. And this process will pretty much work no matter if you're trying to add a monster, an NPC, any of these entities you can add basically the same way. Obviously you're just going to change some key things based on which one you're adding, and there's one added step with the player. All right, so let me show you how to do the player. So we're going to go into player. I'm going to take one of these prefabs. Let's take the warrior prefab, and I'm going to open this up. Actually, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to bring him in so I can actually see him in this scene. All right, and then I'm going to open this up. Under 3D model, I'm going to delete everything under 3D model. So goodbye. All right, I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this my wizard. All right, and then we are going to go up to my prefab. So I'm using these polygon assets from the asset store for characters and such. So I'm going to pull one of these. I'm going to go to the prefabs. I'm going to find that wizard, which is right here. I'm going to drag him up under 3D model. All right, so now we can see him here in our screen. Now, one of the first things I'm going to do is over here under layer, I'm going to select this is a player. So if I was doing a monster, obviously I would select monster. If I was doing an NPC, I'd select NPC. But for this purposes, I want to do a player. So I'm going to go ahead and select player. It's going to ask you if you want to change for all the children as well. And I do, in fact, want to change for all the children. All right, so once I have that, then I'm going to open this up. And a couple of other key things that I'm going to need to do. One, I'm going to need to replace this controller. So here for the animator, this still has the warrior avatar and the warrior controller. So let's place the avatar. Let's replace the avatar while we're here. So I'm going to click on models in the same folder that I was in with my character. I'm going to open up this character, and then I have this little avatar looking guy right here. So there we go. Now I've replaced the avatar. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the controller. But before I do that, I want to go in here and I want to put a capsule collider on this guy, because that's something that I often forget to do. So before I forget to do that, let's do it now. All right, so I'm going to open up the root, and then I'm going to click on hips or pelvis. I usually put it on the hips. I'm not sure if this is right or not. So if this is wrong, if somebody could let me know, that'd be great. All right, but this seems to work for me, so let's do it. So I'm going to click on add component, and I'm going to add a capsule collider. And then I can edit that collider. And it's like really tiny right now. So let's make this a little bit bigger so I can see it. And then I'm just going to drag this up, drag this down, make sure my collider is covering. My guy. Okay. Now I have a lot of colliders in here, so I want to identify this. So I'm going to just temporarily change this to hips whiz so I can find it easier. All right, so then but I'm going to need to change that back or it's not going to work. All right, so I'm going to now click on back on my wizard, and then I'm going to come over here. Now you see it says missing collider. So I'm going to select this. And I'm going to tell you whiz so I can find that hips whiz. That's where my collider is. So now that's there. So let's go back and we're going to name this back to hips so that it works. Okay. So there we go. Now, the last thing, a couple more things that we need to do. Remember, we still need to replace that controller. So if I go up here, you'll see this is still the wizard's controller. So I'm going to go find that, the warrior controller. All right, so that's in this folder under models, entities, then there's a warrior folder. I'm going to make a new folder. And I'm going to call that folder wizard. And I'm going to go into this warrior folder. I'm going to hit Control D to make a duplicate. I'm going to drag this controller into the wizard. I'm going to rename this just so I know which controller I'm on. I'm going to call this wizard controller. All right. So now here's all the animations that are for the warrior. All right, so I'm going to double click just to make sure I'm on the right animator. All right, so now I've got all the. So if I click on this, oops, I didn't want to double click. I can see here's where the animation is. So I need to go through each one of these and simply replace these animations. All right, so I have some other animations that I purchased, again, from the asset store. So here's my animations. I've got a whole bunch of different animations. So let's look at these might be good. I don't want to waste your time. You get the general idea, so let's just find some basic stuff. So here's staff attack. I don't know. That's a kick. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. We'll go with that for now. So I'm going to open this up so I can see the actual animation. And then under normal attack, I'll drag this this attack there. And what's this one? Cool. Good enough. So that'll be the strong one for now. All right, so I'm going to click strong hit. I'm going to drag that up to there. And that's what you would do. You go through and replace each one of these. Find a dead. I don't know. Let's see. There's some cool animations in here. All right. Let's see. Death. Spear death. Crossbow death. Club death. There we go. All right, so under drop dead, I'm going to put that staff death one there. I'm not going to do anything with the health aura right now because I don't want to waste your time. I think you get the general idea. Let's see. Do we have a run? Staff run? Yeah, there we go. Oh, we don't want to go backwards. We have forward. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so run, staff run, forward, and then idle. Let's see, do we have a staff idle? I don't know. Let's find out. Staff idle. Look at that. Brilliant. Oh, that's fancy. Okay, no, we just want this one. All right, so we're going to do staff idle. Bam. All right, there she is. All right, so now we've got our controller. Now we need to make sure that we hook that up to our wizard. So go to wizard. And here we got to make sure we put in that wizard controller. Wizard controller. All right, I think we're looking pretty good. Did I miss anything? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's find out. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my prefabs folder. Let's find that, entities, player, and I'm going to drag this wizard player into my prefab. So now I've got him as a prefab, and I don't need him over here anymore. All right, so now the last thing I need to do so that I can spawn him into my game is I need to go to my network manager. Nope. Yes. Right? My network manager. Server. One of these things. No. Spawn info. There we go. All right. So spawn info here at the top. You can see here's the people. These are the spawnable prefabs. I'm going to click this so that we can add our wizard. So I'm going to drag my wizard prefab here. Now I've got a wizard that I can spawn in. All right. I don't know. I feel like we did everything right. Let's find out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to click play. This is a little jacked up. Ignore that. Let's just do server and play. We're going to create a wizard. Let's call him Wiz. That's a good name. Create, select. All right, we've got our wizard. He's doing his fancy idling thing. Probably want to put a staff in his hand. We can do that in other videos, but he's running, he's idling, he seems to be working. Can we interact with people? We can. I don't know. Let's go run. Let's go see if... Here's a gauntlet of, of people that I was making, adding NPCs. We'll run past the gauntlet of NPCs. Let's see. We've got some random guys down here. Let's see. They can definitely attack us. Oh, look at that! Look at that fancy attack. Yeah, we're not gonna win this battle. I don't know. We're doing pretty decent. Nope, we're definitely gonna lose. There we go. And dead. Everything seems to be working. So that's it for this video. In other videos, I'll show you how to equip weapons and do all that good stuff. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this was helpful. See ya.